rubber corks, two rubber corks and two tongs and two tongs. Is that clear to you? Visible? Yeah. See, once just note down the material required, we will come back by filling the ink. Yeah, see once what we use the material required in this long glass tube with scale, liquid ammonia, hydrochloric acid, pieces of cotton, two rubber cords and two tongs. Tongs are helping to hold, okay, to avoid the burning, to avoid any accidental situations. Okay, coming to that, then what is the procedure to talk for that? Procedure. What is the procedure? Two pieces of cotton wools are taken, means what we are taking here. See, take a 1 meter long narrow glass tube. Take a 1 meter, what we can, long narrow glass tube, long narrow glass tube. See here what we are taking, 1 meter long narrow glass tube means here long glass tube with scale. That what is that 1 meter long glass tube, narrow glass tube. Narrow means at inside it should be empty. How like those, see once how this that it is in empty, see once. Okay. See once, there is a long narrow glass tube. Narrow means it consists empty surface at inside. A long slit it consists means narrow space at inside it consists. It is a glass tube. Okay. Then coming to that, what we are taking, take two pieces of cotton. What you are doing? Take two pieces of cotton. Take two pieces of cotton. Soak one in hydrochloric acid. Soak one in hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is a molecular formula is HCl. What is that? HCl. Hydrochloric acid solution. Hydrochloric acid solution. And another in ammonia solution. What is that? Ammonia solution. So see here, soak means to dip. To dip, soaking of cloth to wash. It's like we are dipping that cotton cloth with the help of tongs. With the help of tongs, because so hydrochloric acid is the acid, so it has a high concentration. If it gives what irritation and burning of our fingers by holding them. That's why we have to use tongs to dip the cotton or to soak the cotton in hydrochloric acid with one tong and in ammonia with another tong. Coming to that, what we can here, insert them separately. Insert them, what we can separately, what we can talk about that separately. Insert them separately at the two ends of the tube. At the two ends of the tube. What we are doing here, see, insert them. Them means the soaked cotton pieces, which is one in hydrochloric acid, another one in ammonia. Another one in ammonia. Ammonia solution is NH3. Ammonium is a NH4. Ammonium is a salt. It is NH4. Ammonia is NH. It is a acid. It is what mark? Acid. Okay. Separately at the two ends of the tube. How we are placing? See, this is the what I am showing to you. This is the cotton. What is this? Is cotton. Okay. Cotton. This is. Okay. This is cotton. Cotton we placed at separate at inside of those two. Separately at those two. See once how we placed those. See, this is HCl means this cotton is soaked with, this is what ma? Cotton is soaked in HCl, hydrochloric acid. This is of course cotton. What is that is? Cotton. It is soaked in ammonia, NH3. Soaked in ammonia, NH3. Okay? The cotton is soaked in HCl, we place at left side, and the cotton which is soaked in ammonia, that we place at the right side. Okay, that one we said, insert them separately at the two ends of the tube. At the two ends of the tube. And coming to that one more, what we can say, see here carefully with the help of combs that already okay. Two ends of the tube with the help of tongs. With the help of tongs. And coming to talk about another thing is, so at the same time close the end. At the same time close the ends of the glass tube with end of the glass tube with glass tube with rubber cork and observe. Rubber cork, what we can say, rubber cork and observe. What I'm saying to you, we are observing those, yes, see that those two cottons which are soaked in hydrochloric acid and in ammonia, those we placed at two ends of the glass tube separately with stones, and same time we are closing the glass tube with help of rubber cork. With the help of rubber cork. So we are closing those rubber cork. This is what I'm saying, rubber cork. What is that? Rubber cork. Okay. This is a rubber cork. Can you say rubber cork? Of course, this is rubber cork. Is that visible to you? Yes. Coming to that, what I'm saying, see clearly what we done. We took a long meter glass tube, narrow glass tube. We took two pieces of cotton soaked in hydrochloric acid, and another in ammonia. Those two separately we placed at two ends of the glass tube with help of stones. At the same time, what happened? We are closing the two ends of the glass tube with help of rubber cork, and we are observing by placing steadily undisturbed position. Then what we may observe? See here, this cotton is soaked in hydrochloric acid. That cotton is soaked in ammonia. So it will release hydrogen chloride gas and it will release ammonia gas. So though there is no chance to escape from the glass tube, so that's why they will move in the glass tube only. While they are moving in the glass tube, what happens? That hydrogen chloride gas is react with ammonia gas, or otherwise hydrogen chloride gas and ammonia gas will intermix each other. So by that it form a reaction. So by reaction between those, it form a new product, that is a white color precipitate. That is a white color precipitate is forming by the reaction between hydrogen chloride gas and ammonia gas. That white color precipitate we are calling as a ammonium chloride. What is that? Ammonium chloride. Okay. First note on that, we'll write observation clearly. So finished. Coming to that, let's start observation. Coming to that, what is the observation to start for that? See carefully. This is long narrow tube. Okay. Long narrow glass tube. And we placed what we placed soaked cotton, piece of soaked cotton at the two ends of the glass tube with the help of stones. One in soaked in hydrogen chloride gas, and it closed with a rubber cap or rubber cork. And another end is placed a piece of cotton which is soaked in ammonia, and this end also closed with a rubber cork. See here what I'm saying. So that hydrogen chloride gas will release hydrogen chloride, means hydrochloric acid will release hydrogen chloride gas. Ammonia is releases ammonia gas. They may intermix each other. Means what we may observe here, observation, how they will react. See here, the hydrochloric acid, this hydrochloric acid gives off what we can say, gives off hydrogen chloride gas, and ammonia gives what we can, ammonia gives off ammonia gas, what we can, ammonia gas. See here, those two are giving, one is giving hydrogen chloride gas, another one giving ammonia gas. Then what happened to that? Both gases react together. Both gases react together to form a white fume, white fumes of ammonium chloride of Ammonium chloride, the molecular formula is NH4Cl, ammonium chloride, at near to the Verma hydrochloric acid, at near to the hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid means what we are considering the white fumes of the rings. White fumes of the rings are formed at near to the hydrochloric acid. Here this gas is HCl is coming, and here this gas is coming what ma? Ammonia coming. So they may interact with react together. By that white fumes precipitate is forming, that is ammonium chloride. What is that? Ammonium chloride near to the hydrochloric acid. Observe that this is the shorter distance. This is the what one? Shorter distance, and it is a longer distance. What is this? Is longer distance. Means what we can consider here. So which gas traveled more? Ammonia gas traveled more. Means ammonia gas is traveled more, but hydrogen chloride gas is traveled very low. Means why? Because the mass of hydrogen chloride gas is hydrogen chloride, or otherwise what we can say, hydrogen chloride gas is heavier than the what we get ammonia gas. Means ammonia gas is lighter gas. What we can say here, ammonia gas travel more distance than hydrogen chloride gas. Hydrogen chloride gas. So why? Because of what happened. So ammonia gas is lighter than, or otherwise lighter gas than, means less weight, less denser, lighter gas than hydrogen chloride gas. Hydrogen chloride gas means it is a heavier gas. What is that? Heavier gas. Which is that? Hydrogen chloride gas is heavier and ammonia gas is lighter. Means among these two gases, what we can, ammonia gas is diffused faster than the hydrogen chloride gas. What we can say, ammonia gas is diffused, otherwise rate of ammonia gas diffusion, otherwise ammonia gas is diffused faster than hydrogen chloride gas. What we can, hydrogen chloride gas. Means what we can say here, what we can say, ammonia gas, the rate of diffusion is more for ammonia gas while comparing to the hydrogen chloride gas and ammonia gas. Okay, then how that ammonium chloride is formed? What is the reaction taking between those? Note down that, we'll write. Finished? That white ring of the fumes or white precipitate, what is that? Ammonium chloride. Then ask the question, what is the product formed while two gases are diffused or otherwise when hydrogen chloride gas is react with ammonia gas, and what is the product is formed? What is the product was formed? So ammonium chloride, what is that? Ammonium chloride. Let's discuss that how it is formed by the chemical reaction. Okay. See once, this is NH3 ammonia gas. Coming to that, hydrogen or otherwise hydrochloric acid. What we can say? Hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is react with ammonia, and it gives ammonia in white color, means ammonium chloride. What is that? Ammonium chloride. It is in what ma? White colored fumes or precipitate. What is that? Precipitate is formed. Okay. Then what is that? Hydrochloric acid. So HCl is reacted with NH3 ammonia, and it gives ammonium chloride. Ammonia is reacted with water. See here, HCl. So by that what happens? NH4. Okay. Ammonium and chloride. Ammonium chloride. What is that? Ammonium chloride. Understand? So ammonium chloride is formed by reacting hydrochloric acid to react between the hydrochloric acid and the ammonia. Note on that. Finished? Then coming to that, what we can matter change its state? Can matter change its state? Question mark. What I'm saying to you, can matter change its state? Means we already discussed that matter can exist in three states: solid, liquid, and gases. So What we are asking, matter can exist in other state? Yes, of course. We may thought some, yes, we can say answer yes. Matter can exit, matter can exit, or otherwise matter can change its state from one state to another state. What we can say, from one state to another state. What is that? To talk further. Example, we'll talk coconut oil. What is that? Coconut oil. Coconut oil is a matter. So coconut oil is a example for matter. Suppose if temperature decreases, what we can say, during winter days, what we can observe during winter days, coconut oil changes its state. Coconut oil changes its state from where now? Generally, coconut oil is present in liquid state. From liquid state to solid state. Liquid state to solid state. Is that clear? Why? Because of the temperature is decreases. Because of the temperature decreases. While the decreasing temperature, what happens? The liquid state of coconut oil is converted into the solid state. Again, if you make a warm to the solid state of coconut oil, it converts into the liquid state of coconut oil. One more example we'll talk for that. What is that? See here, camphor. What we can say, camphor is a solid, but what we can observe here, if we leave it in, if we leave it in open atmosphere or open atmosphere or in open air for some time, it directly changes to gas. It directly change to gas. Camphor, we know well, we are using to do puja, to do the devotee to our gods or goddesses. Of course, if we place in open atmosphere, it can directly change to the solids, to the gases without remains liquid. So the camphor is a matter in the solid state, it changes to the directly to the gaseous state of matter. Another example to talk that, then what is another example? See that, so moth, another example is moth. Do you know moth? Naphthalene balls. What is that? Naphthalene balls. Okay, naphthalene balls. So these are what we can say, being placed in cloth, Why? Because we are placing in cloth to avoid the smell and the insect. It gives a smell by converting directly to the solid to gases. Okay, and we may use in toilets also. Coming to that, what we can, the smell remains for some time. The smell remains for some time, even what we can say, even when the balls disappear. When the balls disappear. Okay, because these balls also will directly convert as a compost to the gases from the solid state. So like different type of examples are there to change the state of matter. Means matter can exist in three states: solid, liquid, gases. Those can travel, those can change from solid to liquid, liquid to gases, otherwise liquid to gases, or liquid to solid, or solid to gases, gases to liquid, or liquid to solid, or gases to solids, such alike. So for the best example, we can talk water is a best example to talk a matter which is exists in three states, which is exist in three states. Water can exist in three states of matter: solid, liquid, gas. Solid state of water is the ice, liquid state of water, of course, water, and gaseous state of water is the water vapor. Again, it will be forms recycle, okay? It will form that means tripple point to form a three type of states from liquid to gases and gases to liquid, liquid to solid, solid to liquid, liquid to gases, such alike. Okay, note down that, and we'll talk about next thing is how matter is made up of, then what helping to make matter, means what are present in the matter. And also we may observe when liquids are pouring on the floor, they can spread out or they can flow. And when you adding solid particles into the liquid, they can dissolve completely. That's before we discuss diffusion. Gases also diffuse into the liquid state. Then how it is diffused? Means to talk clearly that how those are dissolving completely. To talk that clearly, we may discuss some interesting suitable activities to understand with suitable examples in the next class. So note on that, see you in the next class. Make well to read yourself. Keep learning. Prepare well to your online test. See you in the next class. Have a good day to you.